The students, in the first lecture of Unit 1, we've discussed basically what psychology is. We've discussed how uh, psychology was defined, and finally, it was defined as a science of behavior. Now, here, various definitions of psychology have been given by various psychologists. Watson's definition is important. I'll mark it over here so that it is clear to you. So, this definition is important. Skinner's definition is important, and Crow definition is important. You have to write these definitions in the way now I'm going to speak. So, it will be like this: according to Watson, it will be comma, inverted commas begin. Psychology is a positive science of behavior, inverted commas closed. Likewise, according to Skinner, comma, inverted commas begin. This is the definition: psychology is a science of behavior and experience, inverted commas closed. Okay. Now, this is a very important definition that has been given by Woodworth. But these all are the names of important psychologists who have contributed a lot in what the meaning of psychology is. So, according to Woodworth, I'm reading it from here, where you'll be seeing a red mark. Now, according to Woodworth, psychology can be defined as the science of the activities of the individual in relation to environment. Now, what is psychology according to Woodworth? It is the science of all those activities जो भी हम लोग करते हैं in relation to the environment in which we are staying. Now, you are staying in a particular environment. This environment can be your home, your school, whatever. It can be the state, the city, the locality. That is your environment. इस environment में you do some kind of activities, and this is referred to as what psychology is. Now, see, ये जो definition है by Woodworth, इस definition को हम elaborately explain करेंगे. Now, the very first word or the term in this definition is science. आप यहाँ पे देखें, psychology can be defined as the science. So this, तो यहाँ पर इस टर्म को अच्छे से डिफाइन किया गया है. नाउ व्हाट इज साइंस? एज ऑलरेडी टोल्ड टू यू इन द प्रीवियस लेक्चर, आई हैव टोल्ड कि साइंस इज द सिस्टमैटिक एंड मेथोडिकल स्टडी ऑफ एनी ब्रांच ऑफ नॉलेज. किसी भी ब्रांच ऑफ नॉलेज को, किसी भी सब्जेक्ट को अगर हम एक सिस्टमैटिक तरीके से और एक डिटेल्ड मेथडोलॉजी से, एक क्लियर मेथडोलॉजी के साथ अगर हम स्टडी करें, देन दैट थिंग बिकम्स साइंस. A study cannot be called a science merely on the basis of its subject matter. What is even more important is the scientific method. So, whenever a subject is known as science or it is called as science, उसका main focus उसके subject matter पे नहीं होता. It is basically the focus is on the methodology that is adopted to study that very subject. That the methodology is scientific. If it is using a scientific method, then that subject is known as science. So, subject matter is not important. The way in which a particular subject is studied, a particular thing is studied, that makes a particular study to be known as a science. Now, there are various elements of science. So, the following you will be able to see in the notes these elements. So, किसी भी स्टडी में अगर ये एलिमेंट्स होंगे, देन वी कॉल दैट स्टडी एज साइंस. सो पहला एलिमेंट है साइंटिफिक मेथड. सो साइंटिफिक मेथड use okay, so there are particularly some steps that are used in a scientific method. The very first is observation. तो कोई भी सब्जेक्ट को, किसी भी चीज़ को अगर साइंटिफिक मेथड से आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं, देन यू विल बी ऑब्जर्विंग द पर्टिकुलर थिंग. ना फॉर एग्जांपल, आप केमिस्ट्री में लेबोरेटरीज में यू माइट हैव डन सम काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, सम काइंड ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन आप कर रहे हैं, तो सबसे पहले आप क्या करते हो? यू ऑब्जर्व थिंग्स, देखते हो कि क्या हो रहा है. सो माइन्यूट एंड डिटेल्ड ऑब्जर्वेशन इज़ द फर्स्ट स्टेप इन साइंटिफिक मेथड. ये ऑब्जर्वेशन करने के लिए यू कैन यूज़ वेरियस apparatus, वेरियस टूल्स एंड वेरियस टेक्निक्स जिससे आप ऑब्जर्वेशन कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, इन For example, you can use a video recorder, you can use a camera, you can use an audio recorder for making observations. Now next is recording of the observation. आप जो भी observe करते हो, you record it. It can be, you can record it on a paper with a pencil or a pen, that whatever observations that you have done, you keep on noting down, ताकि आपको बाद में याद रहे कि हाँ जी क्या क्या observe किया आपने. Next is classification of the facts. Now आपने जो भी चीज़ें observe की हैं, you have noted those things down, and on the basis of some kind of logical criteria, आप जो भी वो recordings थी observations की, आप उसको classify कर देते हो. Now for example, you were observing the behavior of a small infant. तो आपने observations ये की कि हाँ जी, number one observation was that the child loves to talk or loves to communicate with his or her parents. Second, the child cries when he or she is hungry. So these are some kind of observations that you have made. तो आप इन observations को classify कर सकते हो on the basis of some kind of facts, that हाँ जी happy behaviors ये हैं, जब बच्चा hungry है तो वो ये वाले behavior show कर रहा है, if he is wanting to have some kind of food तो वो ये वाले behaviors कर रहा है. So you are classifying the observations on the basis of some logical criteria. Now next is analysis and generalization. Analysis in the science as well as in scientific method, the classified material is analyzed and generalized. It should be kept in mind that while making generalizations, some general conclusions are drawn. So बच्चे analysis, it is very much clear to you कि analysis जो भी आपने observations की हैं, आपने उसकी कोई classifications की, then you आप analyze करते हो कि हाँ जी ये observations का मतलब क्या है, क्या निकल के सामने आ रहा है, क्या results हैं इन observations के. Next is generalization. Generalization is आप उन observations में से आप कुछ conclusions निकालते हो कि हाँ जी मैंने ये वाली study की, मैंने ये चीज़ें observe की, and उसका conclusion ये है. So these generalizations are sometimes known as universal laws. Universal laws का example मैंने पहले ही दे चुकी हूँ. So universal laws are those facts which are true at all places and at all times. For example, sun rises in the east. This is a universal law. So this is a particular conclusion that was done on the basis of various observations. Observe किया गया कि हाँ जी every day sun rises in the east. So this is so on the basis of this observation it was analyzed and then एक conclusion निकाला गया कि हाँ जी yes sun rises in the east. So this becomes a universal law. Next is verification. तो जो भी चीज़ें आप कोई भी scientific method से अगर पढ़ रहे हो वो चीज़ें you can verify it. How can you verify it? Because that particular thing was studied in a systematic way, in a methodical way, जिसको हम बाद में भी verify कर सकते हैं. For example, if I say the two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of water, one molecule of oxygen makes water, तो आप इसको verify कर सकते हैं. Sun rises in the east. This thing can be verified. दो भी चीज़ें scientific method से study की जाती हैं, those can be verified later on. The next is factuality. The science is the study of fact, the search for true facts. So science के साथ या scientific method के साथ आप facts study करते हैं. Now next is universality. Again, जो भी scientific findings होंगी, those are universal. जो सभी जगह पे वो true रहेंगी. Now validity. Scientific laws are also valid. They are valid at all times and in all places. This is very much clear to you. Discovery of cause and effect relationship. Now cause and effect relationship. किसी भी चीज़ को scientific method से अगर आप study करते हैं तो you are able to find the cause and effect relationship. Now for example, smoking can result in lung cancer. This is, I'm talking about cause and effect relationship. Lung cancer can be caused by smoking. तो smoking is the cause जिस वजह से इफेक्ट क्या पैदा हुआ, लंग कैंसर. Yes, so this is, you are able to discover some kind of cause and effect relationship when you study something using scientific method. अगर कोई भी चीज़ को आप scientific method से study कर रहे हो, उसका cause and effect relationship भी पढ़ा जा सकता है. अगर cause and effect relationship clear है, then you will be able to predict things. आप prediction कर सकते हैं. You say that yes, if you are smoking, if anybody is smoking or eating tobacco, तो आप कहते हो कि हाँ जी it is harmful for health. How? Because cause and effect relationship आपको पता है that smoking and eating tobacco or chewing tobacco can result in lung cancer. So you warn people that yes, आपकी health को side effects हो, ill effects हो सकते हैं. So next is prediction. So this is already, I have already told you कि हाँ जी cause and effect relationship या scientific method के साथ अगर कोई भी चीज़ आपने study की है तो predictions हम कर सकते हैं. So on the basis of these criterias of science, we can conclude that psychology is a science. It is a science of behavior. Because psychology में हम scientific method use कर रहे हैं. Next हमने बोला कि science is factual, empirical and factual. Empirical means जिस चीज़ को हम verify कर सकते हैं. प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ साइकोलॉजी और यूनिवर्सल. तो जो भी आप आगे साइकोलॉजी के प्रिंसिपल्स वगैरह पढ़ेंगे, जो भी साइकोलॉजी में पढ़ेंगे, दोज थिंग्स आर यूनिवर्सल. ये नहीं कि वो चीज़ें इंडिया में ही लागू हैं या पंजाब में ही लागू हैं. दोज थिंग्स आर ट्रू all out throughout the world. Next is principles of psychology are valid. Psychology defines cause and effect relationship. Psychology में example हो सकता है cause and effect relationship का happiness leads to a good mental health. तो if you are happy, उसका इफेक्ट क्या होगा कि हाँ जी आपकी जो मेंटल हेल्थ है वो अच्छी रहेगी. ना साइकोलॉजी कैन प्रिडिक्ट. सो वी कैन प्रिडिक्ट थिंग्स यूजिंग साइकोलॉजी. सो ऑल जो भी हमने 6 एलिमेंट्स ये बात किए हैं, 6 एलिमेंट्स ऑफ साइंस. कौन से? साइंस यूजेस साइंटिफिक मेथड, फैक्चुअलिटी, यूनिवर्सैलिटी, वैलिडिटी, डिस्कवरी ऑफ कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप एंड प्रिडिक्शन. ये 6 के 6 एलिमेंट्स आर देयर in psychology which makes psychology a science. It is a science of behavior. Now if the question comes, explain psychology as a science, then these things have to be written. So I am marking it from here. You can give this definition of Woodworth and then you can start explaining what is science, what are the 6 elements of science, and then all these 6 elements are present in psychology which makes psychology a science. Okay, now in Woodward's definition, the second term, पहली term क्या आई थी इस definition में? This was the first term, activity, science. Second is it is the science of the activities. अब ये activities क्या हैं? Activities का मतलब है, Woodward ने ही definition दी है activities की, that any manifestation of life can be called activity. So activity क्या है कि अपनी ज़िंदगी में आप कुछ भी अगर कर रहे हो, you are manifesting your life in any way, that is an activity. Now for example, the activities can include physical और motor activities. So आप कोई भी activities, 3 किस्म की activities हैं. physical activities या जिनको हम motor activities भी कहते हैं, for example running, walking, cycling, playing etc. Then it can be mental activities जिसको हम intellectual activities भी कहते हैं. For example, mentally आप क्या काम करते हो? You learn, think, reason, make decisions etc. observing, thinking, planning etc. Third kind of activities are emotional activities, like you feel happy, angry, jealousy etc. So physical and motor activities हमने पहले 3 aspects of behavior किए थे. Yes, so physical and motor activities are the cognitive behavior, mental activities are the the cognitive aspect of behavior, emotional activities हो गए आपके affective aspect of your behavior. Clear? So यहाँ तक हम करेंगे, till here it is clear. Okay, now the third term which is there in Woodward's definition is individual. So individual क्या है? Any living organism, a psychophysical organism. Psychophysical, psycho relates to mind, physical relates to बॉडी. सो इंडिविजुअल क्या है? जिसके माइंड भी है, जिसकी बॉडी भी है. सो क्लियर? सो दिस इज what individual's definition is. It is a psychophysical organism. Yes, this thing. Now psychology studies activities of all kinds of individuals. So psychology में हम all types of individuals की activities study करते हैं. ये individuals कौन हो सकते हैं? Small little babies, infants, children, adolescents, teenagers, adults, नॉर्मल इंडिविजुअल्स जो मेंटली रिटार्डेड या अबनॉर्मल इंडिविजुअल्स, इंटेलिजेंट पीपल एक्सेट्रा. किसी भी काइंड ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स की हम का हम एक्टिविटीज़ स्टडी कर सकते हैं. ना environment क्या है? Psychology studies the activities of the individual in relation to environment. This is given in Woodward's definition. So this environment is what all those circumstances which influence the individual since conception to death. So environment क्या है कि जब जिस दिन से हमने जन्म लिया है till our death we are living in some kind of situations, these circumstances are our environment. So environment consists of physical, intellectual. So ये environment physical है, intellectual है, social भी है. फिजिकल इन्वायरमेंट कैसे? आपकी जिस लोकेलिटी है कैसे घर में रह रहे हो, जिस योर फिजिकल इन्वायरमेंट. इंटेलेक्चुअल इन्वायरमेंट, आपका कोई इंटेलिजेंस लेवल है, दिस इज़ योर इंटेलेक्चुअल लेवल environment. Social environment is your family, your neighborhood, your locality, the city in which you are living. Moral environment आपकी कोई moral values हैं, this is your moral environment. Economic environment जो भी इंडिया की या आपकी फैमिली की आपकी कोई इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन है, इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस है. इट कैन बी मिडिल सोशो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस, इट कैन बी अपर इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस, कोई भी इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस है, दिस इज़ योर इकोनॉमिक एनवायरनमेंट. ये एग्जाम्पल्स हैं एनवायरनमेंट के. तो दीज आर एक्सप्लेन्ड ओवर हियर. तो हम ये इतना ही करेंगे. सो दिस इज़ इट. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स